What about a gender difference? Is it true anymore that Indian women or women in general are not more prone to heart diseases compared to men? Is that something you still think holds true, or has that changed now?
Yeah, it is to some extent true, but again with the lifestyle we are leading, that is slowly changing. I see women in the 40s, 30s getting heart disease and getting angioplasty or surgery done, having blockages. Having said that, yes, women till menopause, till the hormonal influence is there, to some extent they are protected. That doesn't mean that if they start doing, heart unhealthy lifestyle like tobacco, smoking, they have got diabetes, blood pressure, not controlling it, food habits, no exercise, lot of stress, then they are going to get heart attack. The other problem with women with heart disease is two things they have to remember, that after menopause, within few years, they catch up with men. After 5 years of menopause, there is no difference between men and women. Second, more important thing is women with heart disease, if they get heart attack, chances of them dying or complication is much more than men. So that women are protected is a myth. And they should also, just like men, take proper care, proper heart healthy lifestyles at a young age.
And like you said, this is a myth. What are the other myths that you can help bust?
Other myths that if I am doing regular exercise or that I don't get a heart disease and I am very fit and healthy, so I will not get a heart disease. You have to understand the heart disease that we are talking is coronary artery blockage, which is the main reason why people get a heart attack and die. Now, you have to understand around more than 50% times, the people who get a heart attack not from a critical block. A critical block is where the artery is narrowed more than 70%. It's very easy to identify them because the patient will start getting symptoms quite often and they go to the doctor, get treated, and they are the safer one. It is the one where the blockages are very minor. It is like 10-20% of just a little plaque. What happens is when you are stressed out, you are doing peak exercise, that is how people get heart attack. At the peak of exercise, your shear force inside the artery wall increases, and that can rupture it just like your popcorn rupturing. This is ruptures. Once you rupture, there is a clot formation and the person starts getting heart attack. Or at the peak exercise, many times people don't hydrate themselves. If they are sweating quite a bit, and then what happens, the blood volume becomes less, the blood becomes thicker. When that happens, in presence of a blockage, they can get a clot. And other two reasons I told you, the heart can throw a irregular heartbeat at the peak of exercise, so suddenly the person can die. Or if there is an abnormal course of the artery which gets squeezed between the two main arteries, aorta and pulmonary artery, the person can get a heart attack and die. So it's just because somebody is apparently healthy doesn't mean that the person doesn't have a problem. They must get themselves checked out. And during exercise, there are certain precautions they must take.